ever felt like summers are getting hotter every single year? Well, that's not just you, it's global warming. And if we don't do something soon, we might have to rename Earth to Mars 2.0. So today, we're finding out what's really happening to our planet, how we caused it, and what we can actually do about it. So, what is global warming? In simple words, it's when the Earth's average temperature goes up because the gases in the atmosphere trap more heat than they should. Now, some people think that it's because of a hole in the ozone layer, but that's a different issue. The ozone layer protects us from the sun's harmful UV rays like Earth's natural sunscreen. Global warming, on the other hand, is all about the planet's greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide that trap heat inside the atmosphere. Think of it like this. Earth used to have a nice cozy blanket of air. Now we've added three more blankets, turned off the fan, and wondered why we're sweating. So, how does it happen? When we burn fossil fuels like coal, petrol, diesel, and gas for things like cars, electricity, and factories, we release tons of carbon dioxide, CO2. Then, when we cut down trees, we make it worse because trees absorb CO2 and release oxygen. So every tree we chop is like deleting Earth's cleaning app. And there are cows. Yep, cows. When we breed a lot of cattle, they release methane, a gas that's about 25 times more powerful than CO2 at trapping heat. So technically, cow burps are helping milk glaciers. Somewhere out there, a cow just went moo in guilt. What happens next? All this extra heat trapped in our atmosphere warms the oceans, melts glaciers, and changes weather. When ice caps melt, water flows into oceans and sea levels rise. So coastal areas like Mumbai, Chennai, and even parts of New York are at risk of flooding in the future. That's not all. Heat waves are becoming stronger, rainfall is more unpredictable, and wildfires are more common. Basically, the Earth's climate is throwing a tantrum because of what we've done. Real world effects. Let's look at what's actually happening right now. In 2024, parts of India hit over 50 degrees Celsius. Arctic sea ice is disappearing so fast that polar bears literally are running out of places to stand. The Greenland ice sheet is losing over 250 billion tons of ice each year. And sea levels are rising about 3.3 millimeters a year, which might not sound much, but it adds up to entire neighborhoods being underwater in a few decades. Mother Nature is basically saying, you didn't listen when I sent heat waves, so here's a cyclone. So, now let's see who's responsible for this. Now, who's responsible for this mess? Well, everyone, but not equally. The top greenhouse gas emitters are China, the United States, and India. But rich countries caused most of the damage over the last 150 years when they industrialized early. So developing countries like India argue that we deserve a chance to grow too, but hopefully in a greener way. Think of it like a global group project. Some countries did the work and others made the mess, but we all have to fix it or we all fail the assignment. What the world is doing. The good news, people are trying. In 2015, the Paris Agreement brought 195 countries together to limit global warming to below 1.5 degrees Celsius. That's like a temperature goal for the planet. Go over it and things get scary. We're also seeing big moves on renewable energy. Solar panels, wind turbines, hydropower. India is now one of the top solar power producers in the world, and electric vehicles on the rise. Because apparently, the only thing cooler than saving the planet is doing it silently in an EV. Okay, so what can we do? Regular people like us, we can actually make a difference too. Switch off the lights and gadgets when you're not using them. Use cycles or public transport when you can. Plant trees. They literally cool the earth. And reduce waste and recycle more. And if you can, eat less red meat because fewer cows mean less methane. Each small action may seem tiny, but imagine a billion people doing them together. That's not small anymore. Plus, let's be honest, switching off the lights when you leave a room make your parents happy and saves the planet. That's a double win. You might even get extra dessert for that. Here's the thing, it's not too late. Scientists say we still have time to slow global warming. If we act fast and work together, and young people like us, we are leading the change. From planting trees to building new tech, this generation actually cares about the planet. If humans can make smartphones, self-driving cars, and AI like ChatGPT, we can definitely figure out how to stop boiling the only planet we've got. So, next time you hear the words global warming, remember, it's not just a science topic. It's our future. Let's keep talking about it, keep learning, and actually do something. And hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe. Not only for me, but for the polar bears. They're counting on you.